Welcome to Chris's Storytelling Corner. My name is Christopher Moldong, and I am an author. Last week, I said that I'm going to do a list on iconic items in movies. And the problem with that is that there's a lot of movies out there. There's a lot of items out there as well in these movies that could be considered iconic. So I kind of specified the list to now be top 5 iconic items in Disney movies. Now we have a lot of characters and plots that move the story and be the basis of the story, but a lot of times in Disney movies, especially, particularly the item can move a plot, or else just be some really cool thing that the character uses, that a character uses sometime or another. So, be sure to check out previous lists such as top female protagonists in Studio Ghibli movies, most arrogant male characters in Marvel Cinematic Universe, the 7 unluckiest characters in anime, and more to come. Also, next week, check out my reading of my sci-fi short story, The Bridge. You can check out my author's website at www.chrismaldon.com. You can buy my first novel, a fantasy adventure called The Mustard Prince in the Convent Kingdom for $4.99. There is a good amount of inspiration from Disney movies that really helped me make that, along with other things that inspired that book. Also, for $2.99, you can buy my short story collection, a collection of 10 short stories in the horror, fantasy, and realistic fiction genres. Check out my Twitter page and author's Facebook page. Links to all these will be provided on the description. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment to this channel if you're on YouTube, or follow, share, and comment on this channel if you're listening to this on SoundCloud. If you're listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher, please rate, review, and share this channel. Okay, well, let's get started with this list. So, top 5 iconic items in Disney movies. Start with number 5, Genie's Lamp from Aladdin. This is a lamp, magic lamp, obviously, that brings out a genie who grants 3 wishes when it's rubbed. It is sought after by Jafar. He actually, spoiler alert, he becomes a genie at the end and is trapped inside of a magic lamp. And it could be a metaphor for various things, and that's the thing with some of these items in Disney movies, that they're kind of like metaphors for like bigger things that you wouldn't really think about. With Genie's lamp, um, it's just kind of this inconspicuous thing. It's like a lamp that anyone could buy at the store or anything. So, So in this case, it could mean that like those that don't stand out hide the most secrets. You can say that about a thing such as a lamp in this case with Aladdin, or maybe you can even say that about people. You know, it can also mean that inconspicuous things can be magical or powerful. Here's a lamp. Looks like nothing special. Turns out to be one of the most powerful things out there. Okay, number 4 on the list. One I think that's pretty cool. Rapunzel's frying pan from Tangled. Um, there isn't any deeper story between with the frying pan. It seems to be a weapon used by princesses. If you've ever played any of like the Mario RPG, Super Smash Brothers, Princess Peach uses it as a weapon. It is a potent weapon for women, easy to hold, very strong, can be used both offensively and defensively. and relatively inconspicuous. You know, just one of those things that anything really can be used as a weapon. Speaking of inconspicuous, number three, the spindle of the spinning wheel from Sleeping Beauty. So the curse that Maleficent gives to the king is Aurora's father. Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die. Of course, she doesn't die. She just goes into eternal sleep until a prince kisses her and awakens her. Uh, the king actually destroys all spinning wheels, and yet Aurora gets pricked by one. So maybe a metaphor here, as far as the spinning wheel goes, is a symbol of the fact that you cannot fight what is fated to be. You know, the king, like I said, to repeat myself, he destroys all spinning wheels. Hey, there's still one here. It's old. It's locked away. Yet, it's found. And yet, Aurora, still fated to be a sleeping beauty, if you will. So, number two on the list, and the movie is coming out. Very iconic item here, the Enchanted Rose from Beauty and the Beast. In a sense, it's kind of fitting to be doing this list because the Beauty and the Beast live action movie has come out. Um, and this is a trademark symbol for Beauty and the Beast. The narrator says at the beginning of the movie that, well, I don't know if it's in the live action, I haven't seen it yet, but in the cartoon movie at least, the rose she had offered was truly an enchanted rose, which would bloom until his 21st year, which is like the prince who turns into a beast. If he could learn to love another and earn their love in return by the time the last petal fell, then the spell would be broken. If not, he would be doomed to remain a beast for all time. This rose is quite symbolic and, carries, there are metaphors for this rose as well. Very obvious one. Beauty wilts over time, and that's kind of what happens here. That's actually the whole idea of beauty is the one of the I, central ideas of Beauty and the Beast, and things just don't always remain beautiful, especially as time goes on. The other thing that it says is, and it goes both ways. Things that can be quite deadly, but things that appear beautiful can be quite deadly as well. Roses have thorns, you know, and that is, deadly or in this case threatening. Um, but yeah, quite a symbolic thing for Beauty and the Beast, and very, in my opinion, iconic item for in a Disney movie. But I think the number one most iconic item, maybe you can say the poison apple. I mean, there's a lot of um, there are many symbolic items in Disney movies. I mean, you can consider the sword and the stone symbolic, the black cauldron, um, the magic carpet. So there are some that didn't really make my list that are still iconic. The pumpkin carriage, for example, among other things. Number one though, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? The magic mirror, specifically from Snow White. It's actually used. Magic mirrors are actually used in other Disney movies, but it's most iconic in Snow White, used by the evil queen. Um, kind of very metaphorical in the sense. I mean, it's a mirror. It reveals what people want to see, not necessarily what might not want to be real, depending on the eyes of those that look at that mirror. It does also reveal, mirrors can also reveal the truth at the same time. In case of Evil Queen, she asks the mirror who's the most beautiful of them all, expecting the answer to be the Evil Queen. When that's not said, that kind of tears down the Evil Queen's world. So, mirrors are just reflective, obviously, and it reflects beauty, reflects evil, reflects whatever. So, yeah, that's actually pretty much it, though, for my 5 most iconic items in Disney movies. So that's all for today. If you think I missed any items or have something to say, leave a comment below. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment to this channel if you're on YouTube, or follow, share, and comment on this channel if you're listening to this on SoundCloud. If you're listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher, please rate, review, and share this channel. Thank you for listening to this list. Next week, check out my reading of my sci-fi short story, The Bridge. Thank you, and until next time.